Welcome to the show.
So Netflix, right? It's great.
Yeah. Netflix is great.
They have this month they've just been having a crazy amount of original content.
They said that they were going to release 30 or 40 new shows this month. You said it last week.
You can do it, bro.
Thanks for saying it again.
I'm trying to quote you. You said it last week.
Okay, so a new show came out this week. You've definitely heard of it because YouTube will not stop telling you about it because every time I watch something, the ad for this comes up.
Advertising works.
And it's like they really, you know what they need, sidebar? You know what they really need is ads that have a button that says, I've already watched this. Stop advertising it to me.
I don't think that's what they want.
It's called an ad block. Oh, wait, we're on YouTube.
Yeah, don't encourage that.
Actually, I feel like if I was an advertiser, I would want to know. I would want like unique.
It's like,
They know your IP,
Yeah.
right?
There
They
needs
know
to be
when
a-
you've watched
I-
something already.
I have binged this.
Why would you
Stop.
want someone to watch your ad so many times?
Yeah.
It's wasting your ad.
Well,
'Cause
that's
you're
how
paying for it.
advertising works, right?
This
It gets
is
in their
true.
head and then they see it and they connect. I've
True.
seen that before. That's familiar. I want to watch that.
Anyway, so here's 13 reasons why you should watch the new show, 13 Reasons Why. Number 1. It's really good.
This is going to be a
So
long,
this is
this is
so
going to be a
solidifying.
long section.
Number 2.
I'm worried.
It's pretty good.
It deals with depression really, really, really well. Number 3, it deals with suicide really, really, really well.
Sounds like a fun show.
It sounded weird the way I said that, but
You did.
usually suicide,
wrong.
usually suicide in TV
Technique?
shows can be like heavy-handed and like really on the nose, but the pacing and the through lines in all the stories are like magical. So number 4. The layers of this show is actually impeccable. On the surface, it's just a high school show, but underneath, it's about like 10 different people whose
Like
stories.
Degrassi?
It's actually a lot like Bakano, if you've seen that anime.
What?
No, you told me
That
about
was
it, I didn't
super
watch it.
niche. Sorry,
That
but
word
in,
was
in terms of it's all about interconnected characters whose stories intersect and kind of sometimes it goes back to show you other stuff,
Like Heroes.
and sometimes it goes forward
Oh
to
my
show you
God.
other stuff.
Like lots.
Like Lost.
Like Lost.
It actually is a lot
Like
like
Pulp
Lost.
Fiction?
Like Lost, but
like
good.
Iron Fist.
Like Pulp Fiction?
What number am I up to?
5.
Number. That's not right.
We really should have kept right
You're
here.
up to 5.
Number 5. It's a teen drama that actually has really good acting. Number 6. I cried in one episode.
Shivers.
Wow.
Number
You cry all
7.
the time.
No.
Did you cry in
No, of course I cried in Logan.
Okay.
You cry. You cry.
You didn't.
Did you
Oh,
cry?
did he?
Did you cry in Ghost in the Shell?
You cried
Definitely
today.
not.
And how bad it was?
Today I did cry technically today because I was watching it at like 1 a.m. last night.
What
So
did you watch?
technically you got me on that one.
Oh, this one.
You
Yeah.
cry every day.
You had to
The-
wake up so early this morning. Was it worth it?
Yeah. It's
Speaking of,
the
reason
show-
number 7.
Reason number 7. This show, it presents bullying in a way that I don't think has been presented in a good way.
As in bullying's good.
What?
That hasn't been done yet.
In a good way.
No,
It's good
not,
for you. It
it's
toughens
not-
you up.
It's not like that in terms of, it doesn't just say bullying's bad, don't do it. And there's also the other side of it can tend to be like get over bullying. So number 8. This side presents bullying from the side of the bullier in a really good way.
Like you get where he's coming from?
Yeah. I'm not going too into each thing because
And
it's
you
like
wanna be a
obviously
bully as
spoiler.
well?
No.
Okay.
It's inspiration.
What I was saying about
I
the
really want to be a bully now.
What I was saying about the layers is like everything kind of makes sense.
Like a parfait.
In terms of the most annoying thing about Game of Thrones at the moment is the characters not doing what they should be doing. Like they're just flipping switches of when they want to do things. That doesn't happen in
Like
this.
when they're dead and come back alive.
Sort of.
That doesn't make sense.
Or just when a character doesn't do something or they do something you're like you shouldn't be doing that. As a, like
Maybe
compared
they
to
just have to do it for the plot
Get
rather
off
than
that dragon.
they're motivated to do it.
There's absolutely none of that. It's crazy how the complexity of this actually works to like get you emotionally involved in this thing.
Mm-hmm.
Which, okay, what am I up to? Number 9?
Yeah.
Would you say it's one of the better Marvel
It's
Jimmy Shorts.
Jesus.
Is that a joke? I can't tell. Are you actually
Where would
asking
you
it?
put this, like with Iron Fist at the bottom?
No, it's so much
Daredevil
better than
on top.
Iron Fist in every way.
It can't be better than Iron Fist.
It's got fighting in it, and you actually believe it.
Iron
Really?
Fist- Iron
Better
Fist
choreo.
is
Better.
the-
Can that be one of
Jeez.
your points?
So number 9, it goes back. It's so because okay.
Are you running out of things to say?
No, let me talk about the synopsis. So this isn't a story.
Ooh, good word.
It's about the the one sentence thing is a girl killed herself and she recorded 13 tapes of why she killed herself.
Is that why it's called 13 Reasons Why?
Yeah,
Is it found
Makes
footage type
sense.
stuff?
it's
she
like
shot
it's
it?
sound,
Oh, okay.
like
Right.
audio, like a
Okay.
podcast. It's like she
Okay,
recorded
yeah,
a
right.
podcast
Is it
of
from the-
13 reasons
She
why
didn't
she's
like
gonna die.
record as she went around school. or
No.
something like
Are
that.
they actually tapes? Is it in the 80s?
Yeah. So it's all like it's kind of
1990s.
hipster in that kind of way.
Cassette tapes?
Yeah,
Oh,
Wow. What a hipster.
and it kind of makes sense in how the show works though. So the 13 things are the 13 people.
Ooh.
Oh.
So that's how it kind of starts.
Is one her
Wow.
parents? Or
That-
two
that
her
would-
parents?
That's spoilery. So so number 10, it's fascinating finding out which tape is which person because it does a really good job of not. Is it called burying the lead where it like you
Yep.
obviously see where it's going? It you have no idea where it's going. There's always turns where it's not dumb turns in terms of like it's so unobvious that it shouldn't make sense. It's like, oh, frig. And that was actually one of the reasons that brought me emotionally was one of those left turns.
To your emotional climax?
I was like, I actually held my stomach. I was like, oh.
hang on.
Oh.
So there's 13 tapes, right?
Yeah.
Is there one per episode?
It's one tape has 2 sides.
Ah,
26.
So one tape is technically 2 tapes.
That's good, man.
right.
So the way the episodes are broken up is it says tape 1 side A, and then episode 2 will be tape 1 side B.
Is
So
that
you hearing it the whole way through?
So number 10.
that makes sense because I saw someone posting on Facebook tape something side A. Now I know what she's talking about.
So once you watch it, you'll connect with people. I really want to talk to someone who's watched this because I haven't. Because I watched it too quickly. No one else has seen it.
My friend on Facebook, she was watching it
Okay,
apparently.
You've watched the whole thing?
Yeah,
Man.
I couldn't stop watching it. It was so good.
What time did you go to bed yesterday?
I didn't watch the whole thing yesterday.
Okay.
It came out like a week ago.
Okay.
But it's like 13-hour episodes.
I've seen it on Netflix and it doesn't look good.
It doesn't look interesting.
I
to
was
me.
so uninterested in it.
How did you end up?
He watched 70 ads of it.
Honestly,
So
that,
they do
that was
work.
kind of it. I'm like,
It
they're
worked.
pouring so much money into this. There's
Okay.
got to be something here.
Right.
And then as soon as the first episode like got even like 10 minutes in, I'm like, this is pretty awesome. And then it just kind of kept getting better and kept getting better. What am I up to number?
14.
12.
11.
I think it's
You just did
11.
10.
Damn it. Try
No.
to end it.
Number 11.
Did you want it to be 12?
Yeah.
The
People are going to watch the tape, man. We can't just skip a number.
Come on.
They'll be upset about it.
They're writing notes now.
That's a very.
no, I'm just trying to think of how to word this. As in, I've never
Are you saying
I've never felt this way from a show.
Is it? It doesn't go through the standard Marvel slump in the second half of the season.
No, so
When you're a Marvel.
She got a bit superpowers.
it makes you really think about things. Like that whole motivational speech I gave you guys about an hour ago, which wasn't very
so
motivational.
motivated.
All came out of like my thoughts about this show. As in, like, there's just themes in it that will just floor you.
Allie's been
Right.
impacted.
No.
Is that number 11? You'll be
Yes.
flawed.
It's.
Yeah.
Mm.
Good.
Do you
Number-
cry a lot in this?
It was only one episode.
Okay. So normally is it like because someone's committed suicide, so that's quite dark from the outset.
Yeah,
Is it the tonal nature? Is it dark?
yeah, it's quite depressing.
Okay.
So,
But
but
ready
it's,
for 13 hours.
it's
of
like
being sad.
fulfilling depressing though.
Okay.
You know how people always the kind of big problem at the moment, or just in the past, is it's always seen as a negative thing to be sad. This one definitely tackles the theme of it's okay to be sad, like process things.
Like Louis C.K. says.
Yeah,
Like Inside Out.
yeah,
I need to watch that.
Good movie.
it's great. Number 12. Am I up to 12?
Yep.
13.
the way, so you know how I was talking about how it goes back and forth between past and present because
Yes.
she's obviously recorded tapes in the past and she's passed away at the start of the show.
Mm-hmm.
So it weaves between present and past like seamlessly, and the way they do it in just genius ways of like color grading changes, as in everything in the present's quite a cold temperature in terms of like the image, so it's more blues and greens, and then the past is all kind of more golden yellow kind of style, almost soap opera. And then
So you're never confused.
yeah, and they even make it super easy by he gets hit in the head, so he's like, you know, when he's got the mark on his head, it's
Like
crazy.
Harry Potter.
Yeah.
Oh, is it a guy then?
No, not like Harry Potter at all.
The main guy listening to the tapes is a guy.
Oh, right. Is there more than one timeline, or is it like past or present?
It's at the same time.
As in, when you're jumping back, is the back sequential?
No,
Okay.
because it's usually him looking at
A different person.
A
where
different
something happened
Right, okay.
and him seeing it happen again.
Yeah. Right, sounds pretty intense.
Yeah, so it sounds super confusing, but when you actually watch it, it's not confusing at all. So number 13. This is actually a reason not to watch it, but the ending sucks, eh?
Does it?
Like, I was so angry at the ending of this.
Oh,
There's not going to be like a 14th reason.
Honestly,
or...
don't watch number 13. Go to number 12 and you will be okay.
Did it turn out that she was some sort of plug for evil that was supposed to stay
Did she
in
come
place?
back as a ghost?
That's spoilery. Just
The
know
Lost.
that, honestly, some people might not have a problem with the
Does the
ending.
show finish?
I
Yeah,
always
is
have
it supposed
problems
to
with
be another
ending
season?
things.
It does. Is it done?
It doesn't look like, if they do a sequel, it's stupid. I really hope they don't.
But do they allude to a sequel?
Does she end up being the chick from Stranger Things?
That'd be great.
Don't-
Crossover. No.
No, 11.
Oh, 11.
So it's
No,
really
she's like in high school.
it's really good. Just
Yeah,
skip,
because
skip
it's
the
in
last
the
episode.
future, and she went through a
Did you say
dimensional
Deb?
gate.
Yeah.
Honestly, though,
No, she wasn't the main character.
the one
Yeah.
thing that does worry me about this show is I don't think really young people should watch it.
Or maybe they should watch.
Is it rated?
Honestly, the whole time I was just thinking to myself, would I
You-
want my 8-year-old nephew to see something like
You
this?
need some emotional maturity.
Yeah,
How old would you think is okay?
16 minimum.
Really?
And I'm of the I watched Predator
So
when I
you
was
think
4. I don't care about that stuff.
They're
usually.
they're in high school, right? Do you think someone who's in junior high watching this might learn something about how to behave
It's
in a certain
super
way?
helpful, but it kind of almost glorifies suicide.
Right. Okay.
That's the only tonal thing that kind of goes, but it doesn't at the same time.
Yeah.
But because the whole show's about it, it glorifies it. Do you get what I mean by that?
Yeah.
So yeah,
Interesting.
Interesting.
but in terms of just tackling things that are hard to tackle and just nailing it, it really does that. Yeah.
There we go.
So that was all a joke. April Fools. Ali didn't actually like the show. We got you.
I was gonna say, did it come out in the start of April? Because then it's the whole thing might have been an April Fool's joke.
Freak.
Maybe. Was that the ending? She
What if-
wasn't dead?
What if? Oh, jeez.
No.
April Fool's.
April Fool!
Was her name April?
No.